And as the attacks intensify in Gaza between Israelis and Palestinians, there are questions emerging about the role the U.S. White House should play in addressing the unrest. For more on this, we're joined by Jason Greenblatt, former Trump special envoy for the Middle East peace. Jason, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate you taking the time. If you don't mind, just start this conversation with the latest, an update on the current tensions at the moment.
Sure. Thank you for having me this morning as a guest, and the tension is indeed growing. I think the Biden White House, the only thing that they should be doing is unequivocally supporting Israel. We've seen some very mixed messaging coming out of the Biden administration. They actually did release a reasonable statement the other day, but then you have the spokesperson who's speaking about engaging other countries. Most of those other countries are the countries that don't support Israel or will demand of Israel to cease the hostilities, even though Israel is doing what any rational country would do, which is try to defend its citizens in the face of Iran-funded Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad terrorism. The Biden administration needs to 100% conviction absolutely support Israel, demand that Hamas stop, demand that its allies demand that it stop. A great example of this would be Chancellor Sebastian Kurz, who not only had the Israeli flag hoisted on an important government building, but came out with a very, very strong statement similar to former President Trump.
At the White House press briefing, Press Secretary Jen Psaki said other countries will help de-escalation efforts in Israel. Take a look at this.
Our objective and our approach is to work with leaders in the region, whether they're the Israelis or the Palestinians, or leaders from other countries who can play an integral role in influencing Hamas to de-escalate and move toward a more stable peace.
Jason, there've been reports of people fearing a full-scale war playing out. Is that advice that we heard from Psaki realistic?
No, and it leaves me scratching my head when she uses the word peace here. There is no peace with Hamas. Hamas is bent on destroying Israel. Hamas's buttons are pushed by Iran. Iran is bent on destroying Israel and America, by the way. So I don't understand her words at all. It shows a lack of understanding, and that's the problem with the Biden administration. They need to choose one person to have the voice, and that voice must be a clear, unequivocal defense of the state of Israel, allowing them to defend its citizens, and a clear, unequivocal condemnation of terrorism, period. None of the other issues matter at this time. I was in a bomb shelter Monday night multiple times in Israel. It is terrible what's going on. They are raining rockets on cities, Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, other places. It is terrible.
Well, we continue to follow the story and, of course, hope you continue to remain safe. Jason Greenblatt joining us on the program. Jason, thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Take care.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.